Welcome to Notion of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the Bayern Farm. Alright, we've got a couple things going on today. We currently are still harvesting our wheat field here. As you recall, last episode, we got caught by the rain. And luckily, the rain has stopped now. It's 11:42 in the morning. And we're going to continue along with our harvest. So let's go ahead and put this into work mode. I'm just going to fire it up here. Helps when you turn the combine on. There we go. Perfect. And as you can see, we've already collected the rest of the straw so far, so we just have the rest of this little bit of straw. And we have the class he's already set up to unload our combine. Now, when I fast forwarded time just a little bit, a great demand started for wheat at the handler, wherever that is. So we're gonna have to find that at some point. Apparently it's the southern part of the map. So we are gonna wait. We are gonna wait for this field to finish up harvesting, or finish harvesting this field, and then we're gonna go sell some wheat. And he does not need this. Ah, that's funny. That's not what I wanted him to do at all. Apparently I had the class on here still. Or the class quantum. That's funny. I didn't realize that was even the trailer. I got in cab in this tractor and I didn't realize it was a... Oh man. Where is our Ford? Somewhere, I imagine. Let's just pop into him here. Huh. Where's our quarry wagon? I must have been using it to do something else. I can't remember what, mind you, but... So we'll just set him on the appropriate course, which is unloading, like so. And what we can do in the meantime is we can give our animals a little bit of straw and whatnot. So let's just set this up to nearest. You're just gonna do that, are you? All right, well, whatever. That's fine. Just stay out of the way. Look at that. So actually, I was messing around the other day, and I encountered a random bug. Oops. Let me just tell you about it here. So, I was filling up, as you recall, I was unloading this fertilizer here from the other day. And what actually was happening was I took it out of there, and I placed it in a placeable heap on the other side, way over here. Let me just show you that briefly here. So I was placing it over here in this pile right here. Now, I was using the conveyor belt to unload the manure into the Kenworth trailer. And what was actually happening was it kept unloading this pile from over there in the conveyor belt. Not sure why that is. The guess I have is... Oh, what's that? Flammable. Oh, well, good thing we have flammable things right there. Anyways, what I think was happening was this right here is considered a placeable heap, I guess. And that's why I was just taking it from over there. Now, if I were to put it in one of those bunkers, actually, which I could do, now that I think about it, it may not assume it's the same thing. For whatever reason, they think when the conveyor belt takes the manure out of here, it thinks this pile and that pile over there are the same. No idea why. It's kind of strange, actually. Alright, so he's doing that. Let's hop in the Kenworth here. Now, what do we have in store? We have some mixed rations, which is good. And we have some... Oops. That's not what I wanted to do at all. And we have some straw and some grass. So, let's just... actually, I think what we need is silage down at the... I'm pretty sure that's what we need down at the compact. No, that's never gonna work. All right, 4%. Is it still on sale? Case is on sale, by the way. So one of the things I was considering was getting this right here, but it's only 175 horsepower. Little on the low side. What am I gonna try and do? Where is it? Something that was on sale a while ago, and we don't use it very often, but I figured, well, might as well give it a try. Let me see if I can find it first here. I have no idea where it would be. It would make sense that it would be in miscellaneous. Oh, there it is. So we're gonna go ahead and get this again, because this helps compact our silage a little bit, and we've been making a little bit of silage. So we actually don't need our Kenworth right now. Well, we will momentarily, but I'm just going to do this first before I forget about it again. Sure, let's go for grass, because I know grass gets used up a lot quicker than straw. And let's hop in here, and we'll just leave this wagon right here for the time being, and we'll grab our... Oh, so many windows open. Jeez. And we'll grab our little silage thing. I used this before on the Serbian farm. I didn't use it very often, but I had a much larger tractor to help me do that on the Serbian farm. Now this time I don't have an enormous tractor. So in light of that, I'm going to use this a little bit, and let's just see how it works. Actually, there's some other silage compactors I've seen. One was recently released on FS-UK, and I haven't messed around with it yet much. So I'll put it in first gear here. Let's see how this works. So helps a little bit, I guess. Oh no, that's quite a bit actually. That was I went from like 5% to 20% basically, so that's not too bad actually. It's not too bad at all. That really compacted a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. That's good. Oh, why am I so many switching of the screens? Alright, there we go. Let's put it in first gear again. Let's just see. Compact 23, 24. Yeah, it actually works really well on with this tractor, it looks like. The other tractor I was using it on, it didn't work as well. I think because just the tractor itself just didn't work as well for whatever reason. But this one seems to work fairly well, and it actually is making this a lot quicker. Because last time I actually did this with the Colossus just by itself, it was slow. But this is much quicker actually. Or at least it seems much quicker, I don't know. Yeah, that's actually, yeah, that seems a lot quicker. Because I did do this many more times than this. Let's just raise it again. This is actually pretty cool. Now, I suppose I could do this. I think it's this. Yeah, there you go. And put dualies on it as well, but I don't know if that really helps for compaction. I think it actually does. I guess it's kind of a strange situation because technically what this does is reduce compaction in the field. But in this case, I guess what happens is you're able to spread out the weight a little bit more, so you are able to compact more at the same time, I guess. I guess that's the idea. First gear, yeah. Put it in first gear. There we go. Now, you do need quite a powerful tractor in order to use this, as it said. It said you need a tractor somewhere in the area of 140 horsepower. And luckily, this thing's just over that. It's 158. Now, I was talking about potentially selling a couple of fields so we could get a more powerful tractor. Why do I want to hit V, not C? That was a possibility of getting a bigger tractor. Now, it wouldn't be Kloss. Well, could it be? Now that I think about it. Because I was looking at... That's 240, and that's 124, and that one was a bit finicky, if memory serves. Just with courseplay is what I'm referring to, sorry. Yeah, that was from last season. I had that random problem with courseplay. Yeah, this seems a bit quicker, actually. If I didn't stop and talk so often, it probably would be a lot quicker, but... Alas, I apparently am talking more than I'm compacting, so... And this tractor is a bit slow, but... In this circumstance, I don't want it to be super quick anyway, so... I don't know if the dualies make a difference on this or not. Oops, lower it down there. Yeah, it doesn't look very pretty, but it definitely is working. Yeah, it's kind of cool, actually. Blanket. Excellent, because we need that silage for our mixing plant, and that is going to take a little bit of time. How much is it going to take? Fermenting 1%, so it's probably going to take a day or two, I imagine, in game. And what I'll do is I'll put this in here, open the door, oh, it opens two at once, and I'll put it in such a way that I can just back up into there. But those are pretty cool doors. Did you see how that? Let me just show you that again. That's pretty amazing for Farming Simulator, actually. Considering it's an object in the game and not like a tractor, for it being a building, that's pretty cool. Because a lot of buildings don't have many functions, but this particular farm does have quite a few, which is cool. Yeah, I'll just drop that off in there. I don't know how often I'll use it, but as long as I remember it's there, that will be the key, basically. Yeah, so that is interesting because that's an interesting thought. And the thought I'm referring to, of course, because you can't be in my mind at the same time as I can, is about getting one of those movable bunkers, which might be nice, actually. We're gonna need this. Let me just take the dualies off. We don't need the dualies for what we're gonna do with that after. Turn that off. Let's hop into Kenworth, and we'll take a little of a joyride. Not really a joyride, but what did I call it? BGA to farm. Yes, here we go. And what I will do is, I have no idea where the first point is here. Oops, don't want to do that. Yeah, I really don't remember where the first point is. So we're just going to take a drive down to the BGA and fill up whatever grass we can. I think we can actually sell grass down there. Okay, perfect. So what we'll do is we'll set that to stop at the last point, and when it does that, how much do we have left here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe 2 more passes for that combine, so we should be able to just let that guy go. And we can hop back in our class and start picking up the rest of the straw. And then we can go ahead and sell our wheat. So by that time, our truck should be... what's he doing over here again? Oh, I remember why. By that time, the truck should be done and should be back, I suppose. Alright, so let's turn this bad boy on. Whoops. I feel like it's my first time using a keyboard or something today. Let me just raise my chair. Maybe that'll help. I don't normally sit. I was sitting really low up right there, and maybe that was the reason why I was not able to hit the keys properly. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to sit low at my desk. Ergonomically speaking, it's probably better for myself. Yeah, it's actually working fairly well this time. Apparently, oh no, I spoke too soon. Ah well. So we're gonna be able to finish up this straw here. Oh, apparently I missed a windrow there. Ah well, I'll leave it there for the time being. So we're gonna get the rest of this straw, and then we'll just we could just give it straight to our pigs because they need some more wheat. But we actually have quite a bit stored, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 100,000 liters of straw, so we are good to go in that area. And what I'll do is I'll give this to the pigs, and that will bring up the productivity. We are at 241 pigs. Oh my goodness. So maybe what we'll have to do is, well, there's no great demand. Let's just take a quick peek here. Is there a great demand coming up for grass? Oh, grass in one day. And hay and wheat. Wheat's right now. Nothing for pigs, because the reason why I look at that is because pigs sell for, I think it's like 200 in this map. Yeah, so if we get it 2 times, it'll be $400 a pig. And if we can carry 100 pigs, that's not too bad. It's decent money. Oh, I ended up coming up this line anyways. Oh well. So what I'll do is I'll probably wait for a great demand. Oh, let's just take care of this quickly, because he is not going to be able to do anything here. So let's just drive straight here. Because I don't think, do we have mixed rations? I can't remember. Let's just back this up here. So that's the reason why I made that course last episode, the episode before that, so I could just, you know, set this on its way to drive down here so I don't have to do it myself every single time. I may still do it from time to time when I need to do it personally. And while that's unloading, let's just take a quick peek at our information over here. What do we got? 0 mixed rations. Okay. So I guess we need silage. Alright, so I think you can sell grass here. Not 100%. Let's just test this theory out. So I'm pretty sure this is not going to work as per usual. But if I back up here, is it going to sell the grass? No. Okay, well, it was worth a try. Where's the other place? I'm not even going to, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to bother trying to sell the grass because I'm sure it's a similar price as the manure. Maybe a bit more, but still not worth it. So, let's set this on his nearest course once again. There we go. And I think it will stop at the next... No, I went this way. That's a bit scary, jeez. Maybe he'll straighten himself out. There he goes. Alright, let's finish up with this. Looks like our combine's finished one. Oh, looks like it's got one more pass down there, so. Oh, that's weird. When I engage the cruise control, it I don't know, the sound of the engine dropped. It was a lower sound, but when I hit the W key essentially and hit the throttle, it went up higher. That's kind of interesting. Like it was working, and that's why the tone dropped a little bit. But now I could actually automate this, but I would have to also make my combine use courseplay as well. So let's just hop in here and let's get that last little bit that he missed down the bottom there, because I want to capitalize on as much wheat as I can. And if I recall, it is a good little chunk of wheat, so might as well get it. Normally, if you missed, I think, this much wheat, the amount of wheat I'm driving this this huge combine to go get, the amount of wheat we're actually getting probably isn't worth it, but c'est la vie is the expression. So let's just request our driver here, and we'll just do this ourselves. Because that driver, oh wow, there we go. See, oh, well, actually it's quite a bit. It's more than I thought it was. I thought it was like a little tiny strip, but it's a bit bigger than that. So we're going to be able to unload this guy, and will we try and get this straw? Maybe we'll see. So the reason why I have this little section that the combine doesn't get is just because the way I start the course. I start in I hire the workers in the other corner there. So that's the only reason. Really, in reality, I should start it down in this corner and then let it go up to that corner. But just the way it's working out right now. All right, perfect. And you're gonna have to do 2 loads, I'm sure. Yep. Alright, well, we don't need the cutter on anymore, but we are going to have to get him to come back and unload us one more time. So what I'll do is I will request a driver again, and I'll just bring this up to the top of the field here. Oh, I don't want that truck to do that again. Stop. Good thing I saw that, jeez. Alright, so what we're going to do with the truck, wheat. That's right. So let's just line him up or get him ready to do that. Could have gone the other way. I don't know why. I always go around this way to get to these things over here, but I really don't need to. And we're just going to line him up. We're not going to put him there yet because we still have a load. We'll just put him there. And he is currently heading back there. Excellent. I'm going to need to refill this combine as well, because I don't want him to run out of fuel. Alright, so that should be good right there. And let's hop back and finish up the rest of this here. Just got a bit more, not too much. We got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. It's not too bad. It shouldn't take us that long. And what I was considering is, as I mentioned, I was thinking about getting a bigger seeder for this one field, which seems a bit overkill, I suppose. Yeah, it does seem a bit overkill. But it takes forever off screen. I'm not gonna lie to you. Seeing this field is just like, alright, set it to seed, tab out, and just let it seed, basically, because it takes a long time. With that 3-meter seeder. So I could increase that to one of the other in-game ones, theoretically. Or I could get the case. Actually, I think I have another new one. Let me just check quickly. I think I have a another new seeder that I haven't messed around with much. Let me just check. Yeah, there's this one, which is 120. I think that's it just looks like exactly the same as this one. Oh no, not this one. This one. Oh no, it's 12 meters, and that's, yeah, we don't need something that big. Jeez, no way. 12 meters would be sufficient. 22 would be overkill. So that's actually the same. That's roughly the same size as Duke's seeder, to give you an idea. I don't know how good or bad that one is because I haven't messed around with it. So I'll have to do a mod mashup. I've been slacking on the mod mashups just because I've been producing so many other farming simulator videos that I just haven't. I just don't feel like making the mod mashups. This is what it kind of boils down to. And what ends up happening is I kind of do like a mini showcase of the mod in the Let's Plays. That's what it kind of seems like. And most people haven't been asking for any new mods lately, so it hasn't been as big a thing. But I will have to make one for some of that new stuff that I have. Alright, so this is definitely a task I'd like to automate in the future, I think. It's not necessary, but it is nice to be able to just set it and forget is the expression. Now I could use the windrower and windrow these all together and then use courseplay after that. That's a possibility. And that would make my life somewhat easier, I suppose. Let's just do this one right here. And let's hop in the combine, unload the rest of that. And then we'll send the driver home. Bada bing, bada boom, like so. Excellent. I'm just going to leave the combine in the field for the time being. We will close, put it back into transport mode. Don't want anything breaking while we transport it. Perfect. And, oops, I want this tractor. And while that Ford is just unloading that last little bit that he's got there, I'm just going to finish as much as I can here. And then once he has emptied out the, nope, this one, I guess. Sheeps, nope, don't want sheep. Here we are, that's what we're waiting for. So once he's unloaded the rest of that, we will just, go and take the wheat to wherever this place we have to go to is. I am not really sure. So we'll do that, and then we'll see how much money we're left over with. Because we do have the possibility of selling those fields using the Bank of Hagenstadt, because we honestly have not used those fields yet, so they are kind of out of the way, unfortunately, though. Which makes it a little inconvenient to get to, let's just say that. Just a tinsy-wincy bit. And I'm actually not sure how big they are either. I'll have to actually check that. Maybe we can check that when we go down to sell the rest of this, sell the wheat. That Ford is driving so slow. Oh, there it is, finally. Alright, so 30,000, that's not so bad. I'm just going to stop this tractor here then. Turn it off. Hop in here. Actually, we'll hop in the Ford because he doesn't need to do those anymore. And where is my fuel? I think it's on this side. Because I'm just going to fill up this tractor. Whoa, that quarry wagon just bouncing all over the place. Apparently it doesn't like me doing 40 kilometers an hour. I guess it would kind of wiggle around if you were going that fast. Let's just refill this because it always needs to be refilled. Because this tractor will 100% run out of gas or fuel if you're not careful. This one and the Ford tractors from the Ford Force Pack are the same way. They will run through fuel like there's no tomorrow. Alright, so let's just leave the quarry wagon here. We can turn this tractor off, hop in the Kenworth, start her up, and I need to know where this place is. All I know is it's south of us. So we have 13,901. So I wonder how much we're going to get from 30,000. Probably a good chunk of change. I did check to see if we have the more realistic mod installed, and we don't, thankfully, or else this would be a lot more probably than it actually needs to be. Let's just do a quick test just to ensure. We shouldn't... oh, that's the JCB front weight. Anyways, I know I double checked, so I'm not that worried about it. So let's go head south on here. I found out you can actually move these bales. I realized. See? Didn't realize you could do that. I thought they were stationary bales, but they're actually movable bales. I wonder if I wonder if I can put those bales in the bale elevator thing we have. That would be kind of interesting. We don't need this up, so let's just cruise, put a tarp on our wheat, and let's just take a nice little drive down to where we're supposed to be going. Now there's only one great demand going on. Yes, okay, good. That would have been a little confusing. Actually, this is not too far from us. I thought it was way further than this. It's right here apparently, and this is where what does that say? Well, it has the sign there, but it's not very helpful on the big map. Let's just say that. Alright, so let's just drive over here, and this should be the place where we drop it off. Oh, there's for a second there I was like, oh man, really? Alright, so we're at 13.9. 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was quite a lot actually. Jeez. Now the price is doubled for wheat, that's why we got so much. FYI, if you're wondering. The price is $634 a ton, so we're at 32 grand. And this is the car wash. I don't need to go through the car wash or anything like that. Oh, I can refuel here? Sure, why not? I'll show you the car wash while we're refueling. Can I actually open this door? Oh, you can, cool. So this is the mechanic, or the auto shop, whatever you want to call it. And you can actually go up here. It looks like you can use this crane, but you can't. I tried already. Maybe I have to go down from here? No. That would be pretty cool. That'd be super in-depth if you could do that. This is a little short for one of these things here. Anyways, is this guy ready to go? Not quite. Almost. That's good enough. I don't feel like waiting. Alright, so we have $32,000 now. Need the map up again. This is not the way I should be going. And I don't want to turn down. I guess I could. Take a little jaunt through here quickly. There we go. And let's take us back to our front. Well, I was actually for some reason I thought it was like going to be way far away from our location. So this is why you put cruise control on it. And jeez, like this truck will pull at basically just about anything, but it doesn't handle bumps nicely. The Cross does handle bumps nicely, but it's a little underpowered for some things. Perfect. Let's take a little jaunt around here, like so. And what do we have? Grass, wheat. We could give our... No, I don't want to give our pigs too much, because the more you give your pigs, the more they'll tear through, basically. Oh, man. That's ridiculous. Let's turn them off here. And where's our... Oh, we're right here. I don't want to do this right now. Needs to be done. Well, we'll finish up, I guess. I was going to just start fertilizing, but I really can't until I do this. Because we will need the straw at some point, so... Let's finish this up, and then what I'll do is I'll call it episode after this. So we need to get this done, and then hopefully, crossing our fingers here, that we will get enough, or we will have enough liquid manure to fertilize this whole field for once. Because it seems, I think every time we've tried to fertilize the whole field, we have been unsuccessful so far. So hopefully this will rectify the situation. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, goodness. But I think one of the next upgrades might be a seeder. Oh, actually, we could buy some more cows. We could buy some more cows. I think we could get, what? Another 10 cows, maybe? That'll bring our... Yeah, let's do that. Because if we're trying to focus on money from animals, we should probably get some more animals. And $32,000 isn't enough for a new seeder anyways. Yeah, no. Let's just keep an eye on our... There. Now we have an extra 10 cows. Excellent. So we're at 60 cows. So we're trying to... We're slowly getting up there. This is a big farm, big dairy farm, we'll call it. It doesn't look like they have much space, but considering those cows are spread out over like different farms, we have more than enough space. So we can definitely increase the number of cows we can have, basically. So on the Serbian farm, they had a little small pasture, so we didn't want to get too many cows. But here, because they are spread out between multiple farms, oh man, they got tons of space. Alright, this guy's almost full. Bonus. Look at that. Alright, so we'll empty this out here. And what I'll do is I'll finish up with the straw off screen. I showed you guys a lot of that last episode, so I don't want to make you watch it once again. I did a little bit, but not a crazy amount, so that's good. I suppose I could start doing cuts and stuff like that and saying, okay, pause here and then finish up, but it's not my style, I guess. I'd rather just stop recording rather than cutting, because cutting, I guess like pause recording could be another possibility, but then you guys wouldn't be seeing as much on the farm. You guys would see, okay, this is me starting and this is me ending. That's probably what would happen in that circumstance. Yeah. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll stop the episode for there. That is just unloading there. Perfect. So my name's Ian Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, and we're playing on the Bayern farm. Catch you guys later.